to do door-to-door campaign. Each political party candidate shall have to furnish an undertaking in the application form under Suvidha that it shall abide by all the extant instructions, guidelines in this regard. So an undertaking will also be taken whenever any rally will be allowed. Later on, when we review the situation after 15th or something like that, only then again also these undertakings, COVID guidelines have to be strictly followed with each and every person who is involved in the campaign. Let me finish it. After
please
that,
finish. We'll take up your questions thereafter.
Non-compliance of instruction. Anybody violating the instructions on COVID measures will be liable to proceed against as per the provisions of the Disaster Management Act, besides legal action under IPC and other legal provisions as applicable. And the prime responsibility will be resting with the CS and DO as mandated under the DM Act. And our guidelines specifically reiterate this legal position, and the guidelines will be given to each and every one of you. It is reiterated that in case of breach and disregard to the above guidelines, the Commission will not hesitate in cancelling the rallies or not allowing any further rallies by that party. So the COVID protocol is absolutely quite restrictive and quite strong basically that way, so that we can see that no physical rally will be done up to 15th of January. Media, I would like to come to the media now. Media has always been a friend of ECI and has well played a very significant and positive role in elections. And this time also, we implore them to help us reach out to all stakeholders regarding safety norms and higher voter participation. It is you only who communicate our message to the public. It is you only who motivates them to cast a vote. It is through you only that we send our messages to them. So you are our friend, and you are the person who can help us in achieving our goals. Social media has also become an important component of life, and Commission has been engaging with social media platforms since 2019, and a voluntary code of ethics had come into play, which will also be applicable. Commission has been engaging and requesting all political parties and candidates to ensure that their supporters do not indulge in hate speeches and fake news. A strict watch on social media posts is being kept to ensure election atmosphere is not vitiated in any manner. Any person or organization indulging in such malicious activity will face harsh consequences. Now I will come to the schedule of elections, I think which you are waiting, and that is something which is very important and a very most important thing. During this time, we have also seen and perused that how the elections were conducted in 2017, how they were conducted in 2012. In 2012, it was done, all the 5 states were done in 9 phases. In 2017, it was done in 8 phases. And now we are reducing it by one more phase, and all elections of 5 states will be conducted in 7 phases. I will give you the, I will read it and I will give you.
Total 7.
Total 7. All the 5 states combined together will be completed in 7 phases. I will give you a detailed chart, then you can understand more. Should I start? Because for this you are waiting. That will not be complete without starting this thing. And the first date of the issue of notification will be 14th January 2022, and which will start from Uttar Pradesh. This will be the first phase of Uttar Pradesh. The issue of notification is 14th January. Last date of nominations 21st January. Scrutiny of nominations 24th January. Last date of withdrawal of candidature 27th January, and date of poll 10th February 2022. This is the first phase. Now let us come to the second phase, which is a very important phase. In second phase, we will be covering 4 states. Uttar Pradesh second phase, Punjab in 1 phase, Uttarakhand in 1 phase, Goa in 1 phase. So Uttar Pradesh, Punjab, Uttarakhand and Goa. In second phase, Punjab, Uttarakhand, Goa will be over. And here the issue of notification will be 21st January. Last date of nominations 28th January. Scrutiny of nominations 29th January. And last date of withdrawal of candidature 31st January. And date of poll 14th February, that is Monday. Third phase, only Uttar Pradesh. That is issue of notification 25th January. Last date of nominations 1st February. Scrutiny of nominations 2nd February. Last date of withdrawal of candidature 4th February. And date of poll 20th February, that is Sunday. Uttar Pradesh fourth phase, issue of notification 27th January. Last date of nominations 3rd February. Scrutiny of nominations 4th February. Last date of withdrawal of candidature 7th February. And date of poll 23rd February. Uttar Pradesh fifth phase and first phase of Manipur. Manipur will be done in two phases. So on fifth phase, we will be having Uttar Pradesh fifth phase and Manipur first phase. Here the issue of notification is 1st February. Last date of notification, last nomination 8th February. Scrutiny of nominations 9th February. Last date of withdrawal of candidature 11th February. And date of poll will be 27th February 2022. Uttar Pradesh sixth phase and Manipur second phase. Here the issue of notification will be 4th February 2022. Last date of nominations 11th February 2022. Scrutiny of nominations 14th February 2022. Last date of withdrawal of candidature 16th February and date of poll 3rd March, that is Thursday. That way Manipur also completed the sixth phase. Uttar Pradesh seventh phase. Issue of notifications 10th February. Last date of nominations 17th February. Scrutiny of nominations 18th February. Last date of withdrawal of candidature is 21st February and date of poll is 7th March. So on 7th March all polling will be over and the date of counting is 10th March 2022, that is Thursday. Last time 2017, the election was announced on 4th of January and the counting was on 11th and here we are announcing on 8th. So we are excluding the time as also and the faces also. And that particular schedule will also be given to you and how the faces of UP have been put in 7 phases will also be provided to you by the media cell here. And we have ensured that in all 7 phases of UP, there should be equitable distribution of the assemblies and that particular map will be given to you by our media cell. Now we call upon all voters in these 5 states to come out and vote as enthusiastically as they have always done in the past, especially the senior citizens, persons with disability and women. Your presence at the polling stations, despite many odds and personal circumstances, is nothing short of being truly inspirational. Our fervent appeal to all stakeholders to maintain COVID-appropriate behavior at all times. I'm really thankful to my voters who have casted their vote in the earlier elections during pandemic also, and basically in Bihar, in Assam, in Tamil Nadu, in West Bengal, and in many places, Puducherry, Kerala, in many places the voter turnout of female was much more than the men. And I am so grateful to all of them that in spite of their the personal inconveniences, they have come and cast their vote. That is the spirit of the voter. That we want that should remain always in their mind. And this is a festival of democracy. They should come out, as I have already enumerated in my earlier paras, that the voters' safety is there, the polling booth is safe, and the polling officials